At Health Alliance Plan, we know the best health care has a human touch.
At Metro 25 Tire, get the lowest prices, highest mileage, and tires in 25 minutes, guaranteed. Here's the Uniroyal Tiger to show you more.
You know, there should be a whole lot of road between you and your next set of tires. Uniroyal Tiger Paw radials, sure-footed, mile after mile.
Get warehouse prices up to 70% off from America's largest Uniroyal distributor, Metro 25 Tire.
Call 1-800-METRO-25 for the dealer nearest you.
At Wayne State University, our research is making a difference.
We're finding better ways to introduce new technology into the workplace.
We're learning exactly what consumers want, so products are in the right place at the right time.
At Wayne State's Bioengineering Center, we're having an impact on automotive safety.
We're investigating how severely alcohol affects your heart.
We're studying ways to use art as therapy with abused children.
At Wayne State University, you too can make a difference.
Wayne State University. Call us.
Back at Wayne State Stadium, the halftime score on a beautiful Saturday afternoon, a homecoming celebration here at Wayne State. Unfortunately, the score's not cooperating. 28-9, Hillsdale out in front. So you take a look at the Gothic architecture of Old Main here on the Wayne State campus with Skip Mackholtz on Pete Pranica. 28-9 is the halftime score. You like that architecture?
I really do.
You didn't know we studied some of that at Notre Dame. Why don't we take a look at the highlights before we talk a little more architecture, shall we? Let's take a look at those first half highlights. And Wayne State got on the board first.
Here's the fake to Gotham. He's going to go up on top to the tight end, who breaks the tackle. Rich Hall, watch him break this tackle. Boom. There's nobody left. He's going to run into the end zone for a touchdown. Maybe a little too easy, folks. We mentioned that.
Looked real good for Wayne State at that point. The extra point, there was a penalty, moved them back 5, and then the PAT was missed. Let's take a look at the first Hillsdale touchdown. They too go to their tight end.
Exactly. Peterson right now, number 85, he makes the grab. He's in the single coverage. And here's the other thing right here. Here's the other touchdown right here. Number 25. Boy, this guy had a 67-yarder last week. He hooks up for a 28-yarder this week.
Marty Walsh, his favorite receiver. Here is the play that may have broken Wayne State's back. Nate Bush with a marvelous return.
Exactly.
But it comes back on a penalty.
Yeah, a penalty that really has nothing to do with the play on the far side of the field. And coaches get upset about those kind of penalties.
Even broadcasters get upset about those types of penalties, too.
Exactly.
And then to compound matters, after the penalty, Wayne State, a problem with the exchange, and Hillsdale recovers, and they're set up first and goal.
And here's a problem right now. The cornerback right now, we're going to see the tight end again going into the corner for Hillsdale. This is Charlie Rogers, gets his feet, look at this, gets his feet tangled up a little bit, loses control a little bit. Tight end all by himself, Mr. Quinn, 82.
Anthony Quinn, his first reception, and it is good for 6 points. At that point, it was 21-9.
And here's the reverses, here's this, here's that. And look at this now, we got number 25 again running down the sideline. He does it all for this team.
He threw a pass.
Marty Walsh should have had a pass for a touchdown today, too, in the first half.
He would have hit for the cycle.
The cycle.
Run, pass, and catch for a touchdown.
He sure is. He's a nice, talented ball player.
Would have been too bad. So your halftime score, Hillsdale leading it 28-9 over Wayne State. Both of these teams 4-4, but Hillsdale showing a little bit more poise and an awful lot of trickery that Wayne State's back on their heels defensively.
Well, they are, you know something, but let's go back to even to last week against Ashland, folks. They had to go 76 yards in 2 or 3 minutes to win a football game. They did it here. That was a character-building moment for the Wayne State football team. Now they got to do it again. They have a shot to go 2 games over 500. Here's the time to start. Gary, this team, I like this team. I really do. I think he's done a great job for it. He's coming forward. This team has taken the personality of the head coach. Brian Van Gorder, tough, controlled, disciplined type of guy. We're going to see how disciplined they are right now. They got to go back to Wayne State football, controlling the ball on the ground.
Speaking of tough and disciplined, here's Stanley Edwards.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Pete. What we have here, talking to the coaching staff of the Wayne State Tartars, they know they have to move, and they have to move quickly. They're going to have to take a lot of chances. They're going to have to gamble. They're going to have to blitz. They're going to have to try to strip the ball on running plays and passing plays. They got to make some things happen, particularly on their special teams. They got to run reverses and do whatever it takes to do to try to get the ball back. It's only one half of football. It's not out of reach, but they have to move fast. Back upstairs to you guys.
And Hillsdale will have the ball first to start the second half. Matt Fishburne will tee it up.
And Wayne State has the win, so it's important, Pete, they score some points in the third quarter.
If they're going to score points, they need to do it now. Although Hillsdale proved they could score against the win.
Yeah, but one was from 8 yards and one was from 28, 30 yards. So not that they didn't do it, they got it done.
The longer touchdown was on the ground.
Exactly.
Exactly. John Boyd is back deep to receive the kick of Fishburne as we're getting ready for the second half of play here at Wayne State Stadium on what has been an absolutely beautiful day, except for the wind, which has been very difficult. As you look at your television screen, the wind is blowing into the upper left-hand corner to give you an idea of which way the wind is blowing. It's a short kick taken by Boyd, and Boyd with a good initial hole up the middle to the 32-yard line. We'd like to thank the executive producer of Tartar Football. That would be Mr. Harry Hutt, who is also our director today. Mr. Harry Hutt, Julie McKinnon, our stage manager, and Brian Moss is our technical director, and he's been a big help to us this afternoon. Nobody pushes the buttons like Harry Hutt.
Double H.
First and 10 from the 32-yard line. Again, some misdirection action, but Anthony McCree picks up about a yard on the play to the 33-yard line. It'll be interesting to note, Skip, whether or not the Chargers go into a shell offensively.
Well, they're coming back with exactly what was successful with them. Motion, misdirection, everything else. We got a nice play that time by Mr. Kinney. He didn't get fooled. That linebacker that time, number 48, stayed home, did his job. But it is confusing, really, Pete, looking for the football. He's doing a good job protecting football. And what I mean by protecting it, Younger's doing a good job of hiding the football.
While we have a moment, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank the fine people at Health Alliance Plan for sponsoring this, our 6th season of Tartar Football on television. They've been with us each and every year. We'd also like to thank the following sponsors for returning for this year's season to sponsor Tartar Football: Anheuser-Busch, Metro 25 Tire Centers, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Elias Brothers Big Boy Restaurants, and the Eyeglass Factory. The proceeds of our Tartar Football telecast will help benefit the Tartar Gridiron Club and the Wayne State football program. And Skip, it is our pleasure to be the men calling the action along with Stan Edwards. This is a lot of fun. But now we've got another stoppage, and I'm not sure if we've got a penalty or what the problem is. Okay, the coaching headsets are not working, and in the interest of fair play, they're not working on the Wayne State sideline. Therefore, Hillsdale can't use theirs either.
I like that. That's fair play at its best.
That's old-fashioned football. No headsets, nothing.
Oh, gosh.
Let the quarterback call his own plays, right?
Yeah, that'd be a change.
2nd down and 9 for the Chargers from the split back set. Younger, deep drop, checking off to his secondary receiver. That's the tight end, Aaron Peterson. The ball behind him and incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 9.
Well, Al Haas that time, you know, this is something you look at film, folks. There's tendencies of certain teams, and they put this in a computer, and they come out and they spit it out. Well, what they'll do is 2nd and long, they'll delay the tight end, come out, and boom, he was home. Good job. I like that computer business and all that. How's that?
Yes, yes.
And you had me with the scientific interview at halftime, Pete.
You are Mr. Versatility, Mr. Mackle. Younger throwing the out pattern, caught and out of bounds. That would be Marty Walsh. A well-delivered ball and a well-run pattern. Good for the Hillsdale first down, just inside Wayne State territory at the 49.
They get the most out of 25, Hillsdale does. Watch this. This is a good throw, though, folks. but there's nobody in his face. Look at the protection. It all starts with protection. And this throws a gun because this defender's not too much out of line here.
No, got no air under it and rifled it into a very, very strong wind. Greg Younger, the senior quarterback for Hillsdale, has been very impressive this afternoon, throwing for 3 touchdowns. The toss to the tailback, McCree, a pickup of 1 as he is ridden down by linebacker Al Haas, number 44, from Sterling Heights Henry Ford High School. And the guy who we have not mentioned all afternoon is Gary Rutan.
Oh, yeah, also there. Well, they haven't had any heat on him. You know what's going on? And that's what they did. You know how they negate a guy like him? By using all this motion and misdirection.
There's Gary Rutan, the top sacker in the conference, 13.5 sacks for 70 yards and losses, and he has been shut out this afternoon.
There's the old wing-back reverse.
There's the reverse on the play. John Boyd carries, knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Al Haas once again on the stop. Boyd stopped short of the first down by about a yard, or did he get it?
And here it comes around Boyd. Nothing fancy, folks, and you know something, you see an animated Dick Lowry over here. This is Dick Lowry football right now, controlling the clock, controlling the ball, moving first down sticks, hopefully scoring and occupying 7 minutes.
Boyd was stopped short of the first down, so that'll bring up 3rd and less than a yard. Tight formation for Hillsdale. Younger with the handoff and the hurdle. McCree for the first down. They were not going to sneak it that time, Skip.
No, they put that play in the back.
Last time they did that, they fumbled.
Exactly.
And turned it back to Wayne State. But McCree hurdles for 3. Look at this ground level shot. Nice work by the camera crew. Look at this takeoff.
Picture.
That'll work on the goal line, too.
Yes, sir. And I'll tell you what, there's some hitting going down on this football field, folks.
Wayne State defense now back on its heels. They had wanted to stop Hillsdale 3 and out. They didn't do it. John McCardle, the fullback, carries, slanting off the left side down to about the 31-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. 12.5 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Wayne State trails at 28-9 on homecoming.
And they are in 4-down territory.
Younger, straight back, looking for it all, underthrown, and out of bounds.
Alan Burks that time had man coverage on him. It was on him like a glove.
Mark Tesla, the intended receiver on that play, and the ball was underthrown. And again, that wind, that's the angle where the ball is going directly into the wind. That's maybe not where you want to throw it.
No, you don't want to throw it there. Younger made really a mistake throwing the football over there. But the only thing he did correctly was, if anybody's going to have an opportunity to catch the ball, his man was going to catch it, not the defender.
3 wideouts and 1 setback for Younger. He's going deep again. This time it is caught. 1st and goal at the 5, caught by John Boyd, the sophomore.
John Boyd comes out of the slot, folks, goes right through the zone, goes to the open area. You can see that play developing, but once again, Younger's getting time to look at. There's nobody around him, folks. Puts the ball on a string, finds himself a hole, play and catch.
Charlie Rogers back on the coverage and making the tackle, but the ball perfectly placed over the shoulder, and it's 1st and goal for Hillsdale. Handoff McCree, the cutback to the goal line, but stopped short. McCree picks up 4 just inside the 1-yard line. They'll bring up 2nd and goal.
He tried to go over the top that time right there, and he got met by a number of Wayne State defenders. Good job, goes over the top.
Al Haas, number 44, once again pushing back the pile. Vic Kinney also preventing entrance to the end zone. 2nd and goal inside the 1. McCree with another hurdle attempt, and he lost a bit on that one. And once again, there's Al Haas, number 44. That's number 98, Derek Lindsay, getting up from the bottom of the pile also.
Okay, folks, what we have here is justice. man-on-man blocking down here, and they say, you got to get me a yard. Well, they can't get a yard. But what you're going to see now, I think, is the wideouts, they got their defenders with the back to the quarterback. They just take out their home run guy, number 25. So I guess I'm going to be wrong. They're going to run the football again, but it was a good time for a fade pattern.
Younger dives, did not get in. He did not get in. And a great defensive stand by Wayne.